Let's talk a little bit about online dating here on One About Podcasting. A couple stories came up that were kind of interesting from the other side of the pond. First, we're going to take a story from BBC.com, BBC News. They have a story that says online dating in 2021, everyone is kind of a catfish. So in the story, they talk about that there's a new successful documentary reality TV show that is coming in here and now getting a UK. It was actually for 8 seasons in the US, the Catfish show. Well, now they're getting a UK version. And it's going to be hosted by radio presenter Julie Adenuga and journalist Uba Butler. That they say now catfishing is a completely different beast in 2021. So catfishing, quote, is not always talking to someone. They show up and you find out it's your uncle. Now some people will even have a photo taken of them without a specific filter on, or they become very comfortable with manipulating the way they look. So the story is, again, this journalist says that everyone's kind of a catfish, as photo editing is so common now that people often don't look like their Instagram profile in real life, creating a distance between their online persona and who they really are. And he also said, well, actually, Julie here, the radio host, says that even before you started shooting Catfish, I had deep trust issues in general. Now, they go ahead and talk more about the show. You can go look at the link and talk about that. But one of the other things I want to talk about, besides the fact that catfishing is now a thing once again that wants to be talked about, especially on this show, well, we also have, you might have the issue where dating and catfishing come in like in hand right now because of how people can manipulate the angles and the looks and the filters and all they can do to kind of change things up. Got it? But now, what about turnoffs? Because there's a new story now that talks about dating app faux pas, which I know I've talked about this before, but again, some more that have been talked about here. Redditors talking about their biggest dating profile turnoffs. Some have said they swipe left on negativity, like someone that goes into a rant about what kind of person they don't want. Sexist remarks, people who proudly proclaim themselves to be assholes. And TV quotes are also no-nos. And others hate to see people ask for Instagram followers, people who have poor grammar, and those who list education as University of Life. And several social media users have also shared the horrifying bios they've seen. So some of the turnoffs include users who have rigid physical requirements, those who offer up no personal details, and those who proudly boast that they're not. So one person wrote in a profile, this is really bad. I know you can read this, if you can read or not based on your height. Height requirement, candidates under 5'8" will not be considered. Sorry. That's right. I know what I want, and that is me being upfront about it. Also, I have a sense of humor. Most short guys do not. What? That's 2 strikes, and I'm sure the 3rd strike will be your lack of intelligent conversation. I bet it will start with an insult because you're offended and I know what I want, and mostly what I don't want, a guy who lies about his height. Not really into kids and not the dudes who take selfies while taking a dump either. I'd rather stay single forever than deal with someone else's kids, and maybe I will, and you know what? That's okay. Wow, that's pretty nasty. Some of the other ones we're going to go to. Let's have some fun. If you're open-minded, you get 3 brownie points. Able to budget, 2 brownie points. Have a hobby, 1 brownie point. And then there's other brownie points for natural and don't wear makeup. This is a guy, by the way. You know, while no one's saying it's bad or be particular or have preferences, listing superficial ones in a profile can be a major turnoff. The other likes work out, play in sport, 5'3" and under, can hold a conversation, like being outside and have positive fun. The other end is if you smoke, cigarettes, have no drive, are rude, materialistic, drink a lot, needy, can't cook, unemployed and not a student, and get offended easily are the other points that are made. Another person, Tinder profile for a man named Jim, age 40. Quote, if you're looking for a knight in a shiny armor, please grow up. If you're looking for a guy to throw money at you because you're beautiful, just become a prostitute. It's far more honest. If you're looking for a taxi driver / travel agent, hire a professional, not your boyfriend. If you look for the man of your dreams, bloody wake up. For all the rest, message me. That guy must be doing so well. Next, you have another Tinder profile. I like to play games 7 hours a day. Unless it's weekend, then I like to play for 14 hours. If I'm out gaming, I'm either at work, sleeping, or watching anime. I cringe every time I see photos of parties or fake poses. People who want to travel the world make me want to slice my wrists vertically. That's fun. Next, being that particular kind of gentleman. This is from a Hinge profile. Who will, I'm known for being that particular kind of gentleman who will hold the door for you and not be able to resist slapping your ass as you walk through it. Chauvinist. That's real fun. Okay. Another Hinge profile says, oh, that was a Bumble profile, by the way. This is a Hinge profile. A question was asked. The shower thought I recently had, is my dick too big? That's just the winner. Biggest risk I've taken, not pulling out. Another Hinge profile. Together we could end world hunger, end world hunger one orgasm at a time. What? Oh, boy. And then there's another person that comes on here. I don't know if this is a TikTok. No, this looks like it's Tinder. I may not be Brad Pitt, but I definitely don't qualify to be Brad Spit neither. Smile. Now I've gotten your attention. You're dealing with the ultimate gentleman / bad boy. No matter what happens at the end of the day, I'll make you smile, laugh, and wonder, how come I never met a guy like this before? Okay. Fun. Move along. Sam, age 30, says, unfortunately, God doesn't give me patience to chat for ages. I only ask once to meet them. Unless you're our hot girl, you're allowed to start with hi or how are you or a wave. Ugly girls can be like, oh, you are dick, you are cunt. Girl, you just go get pretty. If I didn't reply to you quickly means you unmatch yourself. I don't even know what that's trying to say. It's so cryptic. It's just like, all right, thanks. Pass. Also, the photo gallery, I feel like I'm swiping at these people as they're going on. At age 34, this guy's a winner. Ever wonder why you're single in your 30s and 40s, never married with no kids? It's because you said no to all those great guys that you thought were good enough for you in your 20s. Nice guy turning mad. Ooh, that's not good. Now you're not good enough for men because you're too old. Now you know how those men felt. Wow. That is really raw. Whew. Damn. That's crazy. That's the kind of stuff we're dealing with right now. How about that, huh? Funny. So we'll leave it all there. And I'm going to go ahead and let you kind of mull over that. And, these dating sessions, I just want to keep them short. I should. So anyway, we'll talk to you next time.